use this as a nice little transition.
New segue. I like that.
We use this as a transition because in the Thor trailer we saw Mjolnir get blown up, and it's probably not coming back.
Maybe.
So his prediction's already fucked.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
He's probably gonna wield something else now.
Yeah.
Well, Mjolnir's been broken before.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a weapon when he's just Thor.
So, like we said, this is going to be kind of a Movie Marks news segment, but that was a.
We went really long on that. Shocking. And if you listen to our Man of Steel review and
it was 2.5
some of the other ones we did, we can go long.
Yeah, we can.
God damn it, Matt.
but now we're going to talk about some of the segments that we have for Movie Marks news with Nick for something new.
Yeah,
something different.
Mix it up a little bit.
From America.
From America.
Because we always say Tim from England.
Yeah.
So we got Nick from America.
First, we're going to talk about the Thor trailer that came out.
Now I know what you're thinking. How did this happen? Well, it's a long story.
A contender.
We know each other. He's a friend from work. Oh, come on.
All right, Nick, you get to go first since you're the guest.
I am stoked for Thor.
Boo.
Straight up stoked for Thor. I am more stoked for Thor than I think I am for Guardians.
Wow.
And I love Guardians. Guardians is probably one of my favorite Marvel movies they've done. But Thor, like Jeff Goldblum as the not Grandmaster.
Yeah, no, it was
Is the
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster? It's Grandmaster. Yeah, for some reason it just the name because you guys
With
played
the, with the Smurf load on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, it's all good. It's okay.
Instead of him being a Smurf, right?
Yeah.
Isn't he normally blue?
Yeah, he's all blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. But seeing Jeff Goldblum, seeing Planet Hulk getting thrown in there for just like the reference to Planet Hulk, and it's like, I know him. He's a friend from work. I'm like, I love that line. That line's so good. I think that whole thing just looked like fantastic. Like that movie, I am so ready for that one because I think just the energy and the fun and the action and the fact that you see him and Hulk go at it again because that's one of the best parts of the original Avengers is those two fighting each other and just, it really like that's when they're in the Hellcarrier. Like I am super excited for Thor. I think that movie is gonna but it didn't like break like all the YouTube records of like it was like
Disney.
It was like the most watched movie
Which
trailer
was crazy.
ever.
Yeah, if you consider Star Wars, Force Awakens, that I was blown away. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow.
Yeah.
That many trailer watches.
Fake news.
yeah, it must be. I don't know.
You want to go? You want to go? Or you want me to go? Who should?
I'll go.
Okay.
you can still warm up. Stretch it out a little bit. So actually our last episode, I made the joke and said this might be one that I walk out of. And but
Because it doesn't have Superman?
yeah. No, I guess the positives of the trailer. The action scenes look awesome. I am looking forward to Planet Hulk. That looks phenomenal. There is a lot of like the CGI. I think is going to look great, similar to Doctor Strange that we talked about. There are a lot of action parts that I'm excited to see. I think a lot of, now to jump into the negatives, a lot of my negatives come from what how much time we got.
So you guys just don't like smiles. Just like
It must be.
Mine's different. When you get to me, mine's actually
To me, I'm glad you asked. To me, I think that's where it's a little too much. And I've been reading a lot of articles and stuff before the trailer even came out that people were saying this is going to be Chris Hemsworth's comedy is really going to show in this, and it's going to be so funny. And I'm like, why? And then this was before the trailer.
It's called fucking Ragnarok. Why should it be funny?
because Thor's fun.
It's called Ragnarok, which means the apocalypse. What is funny about the apocalypse?
First Thor Dark World. One of them is clearly better than the other because it has
Dark World.
humor. Oh, you shut your mouth.
Actually, before we were talking,
Yes.
that's the one I can tolerate.
Oh my god.
Oh man, this is why we have you on. There's such contrast here. It's great. But so then we get the trailer and it had such a Guardians of the Galaxy feel, and I get that people are saying, well, yeah, that's Marvel's consistency. Because it's in space, it's gonna have a Guardians of the Galaxy feel.
Marvel in space.
They've already been there.
I just wanted to do that.
So and there's just different parts. Right at the beginning of the trailer, you get him, and to me, Matt said that it might just be kind of trickery of the trailer, but it looks like they're gonna break the fourth wall. And I've seen so many.
I didn't get that.
At the very beginning,
Well,
when
because he's down on
like
the
tied
chains
up.
and he's looking at the thing, and you're wondering how I got here.
Oh, Ferris Bueller kind of thing.
Yeah, Deadpool, esque kind of thing, and it's
For our younger listeners, Ferris Bueller. God damn.
The guy in Godzilla who's a terrible actor. Yeah, him.
wow,
Just total low blow there out of nowhere. Fucking worm hunter.
wow, shots fired. But
Bam, bam, bam.
that's just kind of where I'm like, man, it's just turning into the same. It was my gripe with Doctor Strange that they stick to such the same formula that there are things that I'm really looking forward to of that movie as I was with Doctor Strange, and then it just kind of ends up being the same. This is This is a typical Marvel movie, and I don't know, it kind of feels a little let down. And I think in a previous episode I did talk about, or maybe it was off recording, I'm not really sure, but how Guardians of the Galaxy didn't hold up as much as when I first watched it in the theaters and and everything, and I think that might be the reason, after thinking about it, is because we've had kind of Guardians of the Galaxy 100 times, and that there's corny jokes in Civil War to me that totally just take you out of the moment. And then you have Doctor Strange and now possibly Thor, and then Guardians of the Galaxy should be Guardians of the Galaxy. That should be the same tone, because that's what they've established, and that's where I'm like, okay, well, I guess we'll see how it goes. I hope I'm surprised, but there's so many parts where comedy just pulls me out of it, and I'm like, why can't you just tone it back a little bit?
I love comedy and puns, just like Darth Vader talking and making his little pun in Rogue One.
Don't choke on your aspirations. As he holds up the small dick symbol.
Right, yeah, I
It's
guess.
supposed to be him choking him, but it looks like he's like, aspirations, Is it cold in here?
So that's where I'm at on Thor. We'll see. I hope I'm surprised. The action looks awesome. There are some parts I'm excited to see for. I'm not just completely shitting on it, and it was just a joke. I paid $10. I'm gonna watch the whole thing.
I would be so excited if, and this is just like the
If it's good?
Oh, no, I'm not, that's gonna happen. That's fine. It's not a DC movie, so it's okay.
Wow. Ding ding ding.
No, but it's like the inner nerd in me really hopes that. Do you guys know who Beta Ray Bill is?
Yes.
Okay, I would love it if Beta Ray Bill was in
Never.
that movie.
They will never go that far with Marvel.
They have a tree and a raccoon.
They'll never go that far with
I
Beta
would
Ray
love.
Bill.
Beta Ray Bill was essentially a horse face guy who gets Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like
Yeah.
another Thor, but
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like one of the only other people who wields Thor. He's the second person
Marvel
who
was
wields
too
Mjolnir.
much pussies to do cool
God,
shit like
I
that.
would love Beta Ray Bill. And Throg would be awesome too. He's the frog that wields Mjolnir. That's
Oh
cool.
yeah, I know about that.
Throg
one.
would be awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways.
Wow.
So go ahead. Man.
So to get in my gripes, my gripe is not even really with Thor.
Wait, do you want to talk about your positives?
No.
Fair enough.
There were too many of them. You just
okay.
can't name them all.
No. We'll just go with this. It was okay. Anyway, my problem is with the trailer itself. I mean, if we didn't do this show, I might literally go on an anti-trailer, ever watching trailers again in my life. Motion. I am really getting tired of trailers ruining the whole movie, and
Seriously.
we talked about it with Spider-Man: Homecoming, how this second trailer came out, and it was like, oh my god! Except for maybe what may happen at the end of the third act, I can pretty much tell you exactly what's going to happen in that whole movie, leading up to almost the middle of the third act with that trailer. I mean, I was like, god damn! And then of course the infamous Batman versus Superman, where their trailer pretty much played first, second, third act.
Showed the whole damn
Yeah,
movie.
it showed the whole movie down to Doomsday, and
Right.
you're like, you already know how it's going to go down. And this one did the same thing, and it's its first trailer. Right off the bat. They showed exactly, and I mean, maybe it's because I know about what's going on, because they had the, if you haven't seen Doctor Strange, too bad, we already shit on it enough. But at the end credits scene, we have Thor there with Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And, there's kind of been some synopsis out there about the movie and stuff. Basically, he's contacting Doctor Strange, spoiler, by the way, to find his dad, Odin. And that's why he's down on Earth. And then you can tell he's going to get in confrontation with this Hera girl, or Hela, whatever the fuck her name is. God, it's pissed me off so... Hela, yeah, with Hela. And she breaks Mjolnir. Then he's going to get sent to this planet. And he's going to do Planet Hulk. And then eventually they're going to have a big battle back at fucking Asgard again. That's why Loki's flipping the knives. It's going to be Loki, Hulk, Thor, and probably that Valkyrie girl that's shown on... So in that, the one that
Sif?
takes... Yeah, no, Valkyrie. Her name is Valkyrie.
Oh, yeah.
The one that is working on the side of Goldblum, the Smurfload guy. You can tell she's probably going to help him, and we haven't seen exactly what the third act's going to look like, and it's going to end with this big battle on Asgard. Like they just told the whole fucking trailer, and they gave away their big reveal. It was like reminded me of the Doomsday. We even made this joke on the podcast,
Right.
when the Hulk comes busting out. I would have loved, even though I kind of already knew Hulk was going to be in this movie, I would have loved to see that in the movie. I didn't want to see it in a fucking trailer.
I can respect
In the first trailer,
Right.
first trailer, and it was just like, come on. And then now this just traditional thing with comic book movies mainly is that they have to have some kind of fucking 80s or 70s rock song, or apparently in Justice League's fucking case, a remade 70s song by Godsmack.
Did you figure out who did it?
Yeah, when I put it in the thing, it was Godsmack.
Wow.
Come together right now. Fucking
Over me. Boom, boom.
voodoo. No, fucking,
They actually put on a good show, I'm not going to lie.
I know, he wasn't laughing. He's like, what was wrong with that?
Nothing against Godsmack.
Saw them with Metallica, and they actually were better than Metallica.
Nice.
Surprise! I'm like, wow.
And it's just like, okay, so now every comic book movie's got to have some kind of fucking retro song in it to go with the beats and the flow of the fucking trailer they're showing. And
will
it just
say,
pissed me off so much.
At least Justice League, all their other tones in every other trailer was brooding and, like pianos and stuff. And then this was raw.
Was Marvel. Gotcha.
Yeah, pretty
Was
much.
good.
Pretty much. Oh, okay. So you're saying the Justice League trailer
No,
is good. All right. No, hold on. Leave it at that.
That's just, I mean, but the one thing though I will say, even though how much I hated it because of that, it apparently worked, because I have there was a guy at my work that really doesn't follow comic book movies that well. He likes Hulk. He likes the first Avengers. He loved the second Avengers, but his thing is like anything where the Hulk is smashing shit is his thing. Like when it's Hulk Buster versus Hulk. That's like
a cool scene.
Yeah.
Dude, he fucking loves that scene. He thinks it's so funny when Hulk's beating up Thor and stuff like that. That's kind of his range. He likes Iron Man's quips and stuff like that. That's kind of his range on his gauge and stuff. And then when I showed him this trailer and he saw Hulk bust out of that thing, I am not kidding. I have never seen him go through YouTube and listen to all the people that analyze the shit out of the trailer.
Wow.
Like, he is so stoked about this, and he wants to go see it.
Wow.
And this guy is the cheapest motherfucker I've ever met in my life, and he's gonna go buy a ticket to the IMAX theater to watch it. So apparently it works. But for people like me, that I guess we kind of focus on this stuff, it's so aggravating, because it just felt like it ruined the movie. Like, you had good potential with Planet Hulk. And again, like I said, it's fucking Ragnarok. Why is there so many jokes in a movie called Ragnarok? It's about the apocalypse. It's like if you would have had fucking Apocalypse from that shitty Apocalypse movie making jokes.
And that's the problem, is that movie had no jokes.
Oh man.
No. The problem was that the motherfucker launches nukes in the air and then destroys them in the air. You're trying to wipe out the planet.
No, the problem is that it actually wasn't just Apocalypse. That wasn't that guy. That was some random weird or other guy. That was Ivan Ooze. Right? that's who it was.
Spoilers. Power Rangers and X-Men are in the same universe.
I think they are both owned by Fox.
Oh god,
Ooh.
Dude.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
X-Men.
Well, I'm trying to think. Have there been any X-Men Power Ranger crossovers? There have been X-Men, Star Trek, X-Men, like everything fucking else.
X-Men Star Trek.
Oh yeah, it's a great comic. It's actually really cool.
Fucking, I've seen a couple panels of this where
Spock
totally
takes
schools
out
Wolverine.
Yeah, just like
the Vulcan nerve pinch.
Yeah, it's pretty great actually.
That's awesome. Yeah. All right, I'll have to check that out.
Other than that, the Thor trailer to me though looks, pretty Guardians of the Galaxy. Has the nice little images, the old Memorex fucking words coming out at you and stuff. And I was like, okay, that didn't really bother me. That didn't really bother me. If you want to try to build off your franchise, that's good. That's fine. If it works, it works. But at the same time, I'm just kind of confused on why they showed so much, especially in the first trailer. It made no sense to do it. Why are you showing Mjolnir getting blown up, Hulk, and just basically almost all of Asgard getting torched? Why?
Yeah,
why are you wasting all these cool moments that could happen in the movie in a trailer?
Then there's going to be even more cool moments.
No,
that'll be it. That's what Doctor Strange was. We should have just watched the trailer over and over again.
Yeah, seriously.
It's so awesome.
We're gonna
backwards fighting. Yes, it is.
So that was my problem with the Thor trailer.
Okay.
Any other?
Nope, that was it.
It's all good.
All right, cool.